Hey, welcome back guys. Today we're going to be showing you my exciting results of 4 months of using Rogaine in the back of my head. Obviously we're at 6 months in the front with a hair transplant, but I didn't get a hair transplant in the back. I only got it in this part. So here's the hair transplant, the back is back there. That's the Rogaine part. So I have some good photos of it when it's not, got product in it, because I already did the Rogaine, because I actually filmed the video like an idiot first in the bathroom, showing you how to properly apply the Rogaine in MINOXIDIL, and I'm going to play that in 1 minute. But I did want to do an intro where I talk about the pros of Rogaine MINOXIDIL, why people use it, what it actually does in a more scientific way, and then I also want to talk about the side effects so you can be educated on what the potential side effects are. Now I will say the side effects are super rare, but I also will warn you, here's a huge pro tip: do not, whatever you do not derma roll and then put MINOXIDIL in. It just sends it straight to the bloodstream, and basically you're very likely to have side effects then. And the MINOXIDIL basically it can have some serious side effects, guys. Oh yeah, one more thing before I do go ahead and jump into that. I will say that in 1 month I'm doing my 5-month update for Rogaine, obviously. And on top of that, I actually will be showing some other products. And I'll be showing you guys the 3 things you must be doing before you start using MINOXIDIL. Now, if you watch this in 1 month, awesome. It'll probably be like February 22nd. And if that's the case, then check right here or check in the description and you'll see a link to the other MINOXIDIL video. I'll also make a playlist for these. So stay tuned for that, guys. Let's get into the side effects. Let's do this. So, side effects. Now guys, before I say them, they're scary, but every medication has scary side effects. I mean, Tylenol, Advil, they all have scary side effects if you read the side. There's always that one person that has a terrible reaction to a medication. It is a medicine. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm not a doctor, so talk to your doctor about risks of using stuff, but MINOXIDIL is over the counter, guys, so it is low risk in my opinion. Now, there are the potentials of allergic reactions, which could be more serious, but as far as side effects go, irritation of the skin, abnormal hair growth on the body, changes the color in the hair can happen where it's like darkening or lightening. There can be burning. It says respiratory tract infections. I don't know what that is. The ones I've heard a lot of guys get are like heart palpitations. I've had headaches and I've had ball pain, and these are terrible. Now, those are usually gotten by using way too much or by derma rolling and putting the application on right after, and the MINOXIDIL straight into the bloodstream. Okay, as for the actual pros to using MINOXIDIL, there's a lot. Let me go ahead and talk about what it actually does. It actually slows hair loss. So if you are losing hair, it doesn't actually stop it, and I'll talk about that in another video because a lot of people believe it actually like completely stops and reverses it. I'm going to do an in-depth video in like probably 2 months that talks about the actual, fact that it doesn't stop hair loss. It just slows it a lot, okay? It also does prompt hair follicles to produce hair again, but the problem is those hair follicles that are producing hair again tend to become MINOXIDIL dependent, meaning the moment you stop using MINOXIDIL, they start to go back to sleep and shed that hair. So that is a bit unfortunate. As for the other pros, it does lengthen the anagen phase of the hair growth cycle. It revitalizes the blood circulation in the small blood vessels, and it does thicken your hair. Now, the very interesting thing about this is, although doctors, basically Google says the exact mechanism by which MINOXIDIL works isn't really understood fully. It is a vasodilator, what the fuck? Ignore me. A vasodilator, guys. Meaning it does widen the blood vessels to deliver more oxygen-rich blood to the follicles. MINOXIDIL actually also helps increase the size of those hair follicles, which promotes the growth of thicker, stronger hairs. So that's basically how it works. Now, I don't want to be too scientific on this channel, guys, because I'll do that in the future videos. For now, I want to give you more opinions and educational how to do things properly and, show you what works the best. Obviously, in the future, I'll have to make videos that are super scientific, but I find those a little more boring. So I won't dive into like every detail in the chemical compounds and BS yet. One day, look forward to it. No, I'm kidding, guys. But anyway, That pretty much sums it up. Let me show you guys how to properly apply the MINOXIDIL, and I'll show you both the foam and the serum. Let's do it. Welcome back, guys, and we are now here in my bathroom because I'm going to show you how to properly apply Rogaine MINOXIDIL. So this is the serum. This is the MINOXIDIL version. That is actually the same MINOXIDIL strength, but it's made by Kirkland, which is actually, of course, Costco. So if you have Costco near you, this is like 3 times cheaper. And I wrote reviews on all these products and which ones I like and when you should use them on my new website. So if you haven't checked it out yet, it's just starting. So we'll have monthly updates on there, weekly in the first few months, adding product reviews and doctors that you should check out if you're looking for a hair transplant. But that is www.hairtransplantreality.com, just like the YouTube channel. So that's super exciting. But first things first, before I do start to apply both of these, I'm going to show you the top of my head. This is 4 months of using Rogaine, and it is thicker. I definitely see results. It's not crazy yet, but 6 to 12 months is kind of where you get to see the full results. So we're still getting there, guys. I'm only 6 months in, 6.5 months in with my hair transplant, and I'm only 4 months in using Rogaine, so I can't expect to see full results yet. But I will say there are some pros and cons to using this stuff, and if you use it wrong, it sucks. I actually found out the hard way the other day. I was using a lot of the foam because my hair is getting longer, and basically I was just free-handing it and just putting it on, and that's the wrong way to do that. It says to use only as much as fits in the cap. Follow that direction. Why? The answer is because if you don't, the side effects, which are listed on the bottle and everywhere else, are pretty bad. They can include heart palpitations, they can include headaches, which I actually had headaches, and I had ball pain, which sucks. Do not take this in like a double or triple dose per day. It's really not what you want to do. So typically what you want to do is actually just go ahead and fill it up fully. I only put about half, as you can see. Reason is I'm also going to use half of this measurement too, so I can show you use both properly. First things first though, let's actually start with this. This tends to be a bit better for longer hair. See, it's all the way up to 1 milliliter. So I'm gonna go down to about half of that. That's a lot less than half. What am I doing? Okay, that's half. So I'm gonna do half of that. Now what this is good for is for like longer hair. You can actually get in and get to the actual root. So that's the positive one of these. So if you're growing your hair out, this will allow you to actually do that properly. So the way you're gonna do this is you're gonna basically just put a little bit on at a time, and then you're gonna rub it in. And you're gonna try and spread it out as much as possible across the whole area, okay? So what you're gonna wanna do is get it really into the base, massage it in, rub it in. This stuff actually spreads really far. You wouldn't expect it to at first, but it does. I used about a 1/3 dose right there. Just be careful because, as I said, overdoing it really isn't good. And then just to show you how to use this stuff, which is the foam, it's pretty easy. I mean, you just take it, and then it does actually melt basically as soon as you put it on your hair. Now, the reason I don't like the foam as much is that typically it kind of makes your hair really sticky, and it's kind of more difficult to get down into the actual like root area. But you really want to massage it in, and you just want to try and get all the areas. And a lot of people say that they only use it for the back, but there are studies that show MINOXIDIL actually does help with the thickening of the front hair. And some people use it to style their hair. Like some people just use it just to actually style, because it does do thickening on all of your hair. But it is primarily made to be put on the skin and to help the actual root of the hair get stronger, get more oxygen, and start to regrow better. So that's basically how you do it. Hopefully that helps you guys. And the biggest thing to know from this, figure out what works best for you. Just make sure you get it down the skin and you really massage it into the actual scalp. That's the key. And then the biggest thing that you really want to do is not fuck up and use 3 times the dose, because I don't want you to feel the pain I did. Don't do that. I was stupid. Yeah, don't waste your time. All right, see you guys in a sec. One side note, guys, I almost forgot. there is a negative to MINOXIDIL, especially the foam. I don't know if you could tell, but my hair is really like already greasy. Like it just feels greasy. It doesn't look as good either, which in my opinion, since you have to use it twice a day to make it fully effective, really sucks. If I were you, there are a lot of studies that say you can use it once a day, and if you do, come home from work or like right after dinner, put it in at like 6, 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, and then that's when you're home alone. So it's not gonna matter if you look like shit or if it's greasy, and then let that sit in until the morning and then wash it out, and then style your hair for work. But it really doesn't it just makes it look so shitty, and it actually makes it look thinner because it mats it all together and makes it greasy. So yeah, side note, you can try that. I've heard if you let it stay in your hair for 12 hours, that it is good enough. You don't have to do it twice, but the bottle said you do twice and to get full effect. And that is true for full effect. But a lot of people would rather look good during the day and actually feel like they can touch their hair without it feeling and looking like shit. So that's up to you guys. All right, guys, that sums it up for today. If you liked the video, please subscribe, like, and comment. Make sure to hit that bell so you can get notified when my next video goes live. And of course, comment what other videos you want to see, guys. I do take it into consideration. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.